Hello, and welcome back to Oolykee Gaming. Welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Mod Monday. Today we have Ropes Steel Mill, we have Kragujevac Cross, and we have Ho Chi Minh Youth Center. Right, degradation, it's the word I would go with. The quality of the mods, the amount of mods, it's just going downhill. It's around 20-ish released. Luckily, enough of them are functional that I can present them in Mod Monday, but definitely I can see 3 years that there's less and less enthusiasm for mod making for this game. But anyway, let's get cracking. Right, Cat 2000, and let's butcher the Russian language a bit. Пак Каркасных, жилых домов. Sorry about that. I probably mispronounced that. Anyway, there's the English translation as well. It's frame wood houses are residential buildings for temporary or permanent residence of citizens in the Soviet Union. There were many standard projects off-frame buildings. The difference from other residential buildings was that they never they were cheap and quickly erected. Sorry about that. And quickly erected, built. But this also had some disadvantages, such as inconvenience of rapid deterioration of housing. They were built in the 50s. Really? I thought it would be like 30s or 20s even. Okay, sure. This package contains buildings, 5 buildings, 53% to 57% comfort, 11, 24, 11, 4 for residents. If there's any problem with that in the comment, very, very nice. Right, so of course I'm gonna repeat the parroting thing about me and small buildings. I don't like small buildings because the reporting in this game is just creating spam load of messages. So all of these buildings, maybe this one is big enough, but that wouldn't cause that, but that's not the point of this video. I'm gonna say that I'm really slightly impressed by the details. I like the chimneys, that they're well thought of to be a little bit different colors. I don't like the cleanliness of the walls. They look a little bit on a clean side and are quite repetitive, but just my 2 cents. And the rooftop as well looks clean. I like the details of the windows and these windows in the penthouse. A lot of really beautiful details on the houses, so definitely big thumbs up over there. Yeah, it's just a sleeping barracks and whatnot. Anyway, 53%, this is one of the lowest quality of flats that I ever saw, so whatever the price tag of these bad boys is, it's definitely not cheaty. Whoa, that's a pricey one. It's 8,000 rubles for the most expensive ones. This is definitely more expensive than much cheaper, like let's say these brick flats that also house a similar amount of people. So definitely not a cheaty mod. If you want something classic, you have link in the description of the video. Ho Chi Minh City Youth Union headquarters by Eister. Situated right at the center of the city at 1 Pham Ngoc, sorry if I'm butchering the Vietnamese pronunciation, Tak Street, District 1. This building is the headquarters of the Communist Youth Union of Ho Chi Minh City, a socio-political organization for the Vietnamese youth with the aim to train the next generation of political leaders. The model is downloaded. You have the details there. Building is university, maximum workers 100, and 300 students, 1:3 ratio. Okay, so what do we say about the building? Too clean a little bit. I would say I like this marbling over here. It is a little bit repetitive, but I still like it. I like the marbling. Entrance, absolutely gorgeous. I think it's very, very nice. Again, the repetitiveness, I don't know if that's going into too much details, but if it was more randomized, I think it will look nicer. I like the fence. And the fire escape. Let's see the rooftop. The posters here are absolutely glorious. I love those. And the rooftop is just flat. I think usually you would have some entrances to the roof. It would be just a tin cover with a ladder going up, like in my building where I used to live. But yeah, anyway, so that's just my 2 cents. Okay, what about the price tag, I hear you ask? So that would be, I think it would be this one over here. Yeah, that's the one. So we have the price tag of 144,000 for 300 students. Yeah, looks like it's more or less the same. Yeah, some of them, like headquarters of Communist Party over here, 70 professors and 70 staff for 400 people. That's not 3 to 1. While here you have 2 to 1 on the smaller one, smaller headquarters of the Communist Party. So yeah, I would definitely say that it's not cheaty. It's in between, comparable to vanilla. So definitely big thumbs up. Link in description of the video. Cat 2001-335. There's description in Russian as well. That's the name of the building is 1-335. So. I can pronounce that. In English, it's a series of houses, which is the most common series of the houses in the entire USSR. The building was quickly erected and quite convenient. In general, reasonable solution. It is presented in a form of an end section of an ordinary. I have no idea what it means, but the sections are 70 and 80 inhabitants and 72% quality of flats. The building was done in one evening, really. They might be flaws. Right, he was designing it. Took only one afternoon or evening to design it. If you have any problems, write a comment. I hope you enjoy it. And YNDX, that would be Yandex, I believe, translator. Yeah, translator is pretty good. No issues there. Well, a little bit of issues, but yeah, the roof. I would say that the rooftop, you can see the shadow here. Looks like they are hovering, even though I don't think they are. It's just that the shadow is being cast. Is it hovering? Maybe they are hovering. Okay, I might be wrong here. Let me see from this side. I don't see. No, it doesn't seem like they're hovering. It's just the shadow is weird. And also maybe some holes on these. These things would be either for heating, which is could be common, like for exhaust for the smoke if you're heating using wood. Usually these buildings are in heated districts, but still you have these sewage outlets for decreasing the pressure of the sewage pipes. You have these on the rooftops of the buildings. I should know about that. And you can see here this one has an exit, this one does not, which is again strange and different. And other than this, I quite like it. I like the walls. I like the color schemes on them. I like. Ooh, some of the balconies don't have the flooring. Yeah, so there is quite few things that can be fixed here. Some of the balconies here don't have flooring. So yeah, obviously it was. Oh, look at this. From here you can see that side of the railing on the balcony is invisible. But if you rotate in this direction, the other one is invisible. So it's a. It's a matter of probably just working on these. You can see how here now we are literally in the middle, and you cannot see either left or right railing on the balconies. So yeah, just a little bit, couple of well, much to be desired. If that can be improved, that would be great. Anyway, link in description of the video. And ta-da, Rob074. For my 300 item, I created a model of a steel mill based on a real building located mostly in Dąbrowa Górnicza, Huta, Katowice, Poland. Employs 1,500 workers, requires 1,125 tons of coal and 600 tons of iron to produce 129 tons of steel per day. When fully staffed, slightly more productive than the vanilla one because of the size. And description in Polish as well. Of course, this is cream of the crop. Rob's one of the best, if not the best, modder out there. When he does something that you can know that it's gonna go into a lot of details. The realistic productivity, the size, everything. Usually, we can inspect it a little bit, but I don't think there's a lot of stuff. Knowing Rob's and his work, big fan, of course, and definitely. Not a lot of things need to be inspected here. I love the chimney, it's huge. That's what she said. Okay, that's it. What about the price tag? We already said that it's probably quite realistic, but let's just be on the safe side and see the metal work over here. And then steel mill vanilla, 246,000 rubles. And this one is 700, so 3 times more. Productivity is, well, 3 times more. Yeah, literally 3 times more productivity. Everything seems to be just times 3. So, yeah. Oh, electricity. This one is 90 megawatt hours. of power, and this one is 33, so it will be 99. This is probably a little bit more efficiency. But about people, 500. No, everything is like perfectly balanced, as Robs usually does. Anyway, for more details, link in the description of the video. Right, for all religious people out there, here we go. Krst Svetog Georgia, or St. George Cross, Kragujevac. My version of the St. George Cross in Kragujevac, Serbia. If you wish to use the files, please reference me in the credits, otherwise feel free. Lord Darth V is the author of this. Of course, this Jesus looks a little bit on a darker side. I'm not sure if this is how it's supposed to be. I'm looking at the original photo that was posted in the Steam workshop. It does have some more details, and it's not just this black, but probably on the small scale like this, it's hard to put a lot of details. I will just say that. But anyway, if you're religious and if you want to have some religious structures in your republic, this is definitely the way to go. And let's go and check out the price tag on this bad boy. Do we have anything here? Here we go. 3,600 rubles, 5% government loyalty. I don't know, it shouldn't be competing with Tito. But yeah, anyway, something similar will be 5.2, 400 meters. This is 1,000 meters. Okay, that's a little bit exaggerated, and the price tag is 20% of the origin of the similar influence monument. So yeah, take that as you wish. For more details, link in the description of the video. Mac Cannon and 5-story warehouse building, multi-story warehouse building. The construction costs are unreasonably high due to heavy weight of open cargo, the thousands of tons of weight that must be supported by the beams and columns, yada yada yada. Right, automated construction is not recommended. Sure, I did it in this for presentation, but yeah, it's classic. I think these are vanilla sections of the for construction of the buildings, and made into something sensible and decent looking. I think it looks kind of decent. It's just a warehouse, and one of them is with rails, the other one without. Other than that, they're both the same size, 3,200 tons of grains. It does have open storage as well, so whatever you want to use it for, the one warehouse is going to be enough. I mean, it's not, because these are like, when you separate everything when you limit the amounts, you don't get that much, but still you can separate it in different sections. So if you wish to fill it like this. Anyway, the price tag on this bad boy, we're gonna go and double check that. That would be right here, 236,000. Like it mentioned in the description, this is extremely expensive due to the size of it and the weight of it and all that good stuff. So I think it's realistic, not a cheaty mod at all, but bear in mind that the price is quite huge. Link in the description of the video. And unfortunately this has become regular, but another invisible mod, modern shop. I like the color scheme, I like the black color scheme. There's a couple of buildings that I went into that look like this. I think they look pretty cool on the outside. Dark, it's not really black, dark brown color of the building. And you can see here what you can buy: food, meat, electronics and clothing. This is very nice. I like the iconography here. Shop sells food, meat, clothing and electronics. Total number of sellers 25 people, who can serve up to 250 customers depending on the productivity. There is a connection to the warehouse and the road. The cost of construction, okay, $2,868. That's interesting, that's very cheap. Duration, what? Well, I don't know what duration is. Oh, working hours maybe for construction. I'm not really sure. And then you have all the description of how all the details, what it needs to be used to be built. The store uses skin with an emblem of Ukrainian brand Silpo. Okay, sure. I don't. Here was Silpo. I don't know. Sorry about that. Anyway, that's it. This is all the details you have. Unfortunately, we don't have the model in the game, so hopefully it's going to be resolved by the time this video is out. And I give you Velikiye Ostrova Koyota Unpopulated by Royal Koyota. The Velikiye Ostrova Koyota was founded as a Russian outpost for its logging capacity. Years have passed and the government is toppled, but now, after being assigned governor of these islands, your primary objective is to found a great Soviet microstate to serve as an economic house for the greater Soviet Union, unpopulated. Hopefully the populated version is coming as well, because I like populated. I like when developers or modders put their own little charm into constructing the roads and the cities and all that stuff. Any requests, suggestions, yada yada yada. Okay, so let's go and check out the map first. We're gonna see how big it is, and resources. We kind of had a glimpse of it, but it's obvious that there's a lot of them. The main island here, the biggest one, I think it would be, has both NATO and Soviet border. You have a couple of NATO and Soviet borders on other islands, but looks like it's going to be a lot of island hopping here. Shipping, fine, but also I don't think bridges are out of the question. So yeah, coal, as we already noticed, it's quite plentiful. Not every island has it, but there is quite a lot coal, and some of it is on the border crossing quite close. Iron, again, on the main island where the border crossings are, you have the coal as well as iron. So if you want to start producing steel, you can. Oil is extremely plentiful. Not a lot of 100% locations. Here where we are on the map and on the northeast, that's quite plentiful, and the other one would be underwater here in the central west area and southwestern area as well. Uranium, again, quite plentiful, and the resources obviously are not going to be a big problem. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comments, or hear it. And if you want to support the channel, have a description of the video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next. Bye-bye.